literally insulting me that I didn't support Buhari in
Oh, I
2015.
have been having that I've
No,
been having that on a daily dose.
mine even started with 2015 because they said I didn't support Buhari. But in reality, at the end of the day, many of those who supported Buhari eventually regretted it. And many who
I also didn't
eventually,
support Buhari,
yeah, I had
you
many
know.
who eventually needed my help and now needed to be tracing their words. Like,
Yeah,
but you insulted me. I said, I'm so sorry. We believed we.
in Nigeria. Because this one I'm
Well,
really interested to hear about this one.
well, right now, I mean, the announcement of the president-elect has led to the capital markets, having some drop. And I don't think the drop was because they had issues with Ahmed Tinubu. I think the drop was because of the process, the yes consolation going into the 2023 election was that I was confident about the fact that whether it's Obi, whether it's Tinubu or whether Atiku, business will do well in the long term because these people are very experienced when it comes to business.
Yeah.
They've had, and some of their businesses have been some of their policies have been pro-business. When you look at the policies in Lagos, yes, there's tax, but Lagos had had policies that encourage businesses compared to many other states. If you have your money, you'll be able to buy land in Lagos. It doesn't matter where you're from, right?
Yeah.
And so that in the long term, Tinubu policies will be very pro-business. That is, confirmed, and I can tell you that. So people should relax and be excited. Yes, you will pay more taxes, but business will do well. Business will do well under Tinubu presidency.
That's where I frown all the time when when it's time to pay those taxes. It's not easy because sometimes your business you run a loss, but most times the way they calculate their tax is just based on I don't know how they do their calculations sometimes because it's crazy when they bring those bills. You begin to wonder like, how was this being edited? How was this being confirmed? And I've been to their office once when they're telling me that. They took pictures of me wearing stuff or carrying some designers, and they're like, I even have to pay tax for designer that I'm carrying. I said, really? For real? So sometimes the tax thing can really be weird and crazy, honestly, I must say.
they did that for me as well. That, they saw me in Rolls Royce, and so I have to start paying the same tax bracket with Dangote and Tony. I was like,
yeah. So like I just feel like we're paying the tax, but without returns. What is the government doing? What are they giving to us that, because abroad, when you pay tax, you see what the tax is being used for. And it's encouraging and you want to pay more. Do you understand? And if your business is not doing that well, there's a way the government can come in to help your business thrive, grow. Do you understand? But when you talk to them about business is not growing well, tell them that's not their own business. That doesn't concern them. All they want is, you pay the tax, like it's a must. They're not ready to, level up with you or try and sit down on the round table and, have a proper discussion on how these things can go and what exactly are they doing. Because, Ogami, sometimes those tax, I don't get it. You pay for different tax, land tax, hair tax. In fact, there was a time they wanted me to pay for generator tax, parking, sports tax. Like the taxes are crazy, and sometimes you just begin to wonder, what's all this? So sometimes that can be very frustrating for people like us that run, small businesses. So
I agree absolutely. But I hope that and I'm very positive about this, that, being that the Tinubu government is now at the center, they have a lot more power. Using Lagos is a big.
So guys, make sure you grab grab all these opportunities. So I hope you're listening. You have to.
Yeah. They can always visit the McIntyreFoundation.org and apply for any of our grant opportunities that that is
available. Okay. I'm going to be saving the video, so anyway, you guys can always go listen to everything from A to Z.
And they need to start fighting each other. You need to force, because even if Peter Obi had won, there will still be poor people in Nigeria, right? So you need to
definitely. Nigeria can't be. Nigeria can't be. Nigeria be built in 4 years. Nigeria be built in 4 years, or even 8 years.
Exactly. There are poor people in US. There are homeless people in UK.
Yeah.
You have to hustle. You have to build wealth. You have to work hard. I've always said it that it is suicidal. Almost suicidal if you are poor enough. It's almost next to be suicidal. My mother died of ovarian cancer.
It's like a disease. Yeah.
It's like a disease. My mother died of ovarian cancer in Nigeria just because we couldn't afford. Just because we couldn't afford 550,000 naira to diagnose what was wrong with her. But because I remember 6 months later, when her boss had to raise the funds to let her go to a private clinic, because she kept going to teaching hospital, which were free.
Yeah.
And diagnosed what was wrong with my mom. She was as big as a 9-pregnant woman. By the time they did the diagnosis, it was ovarian cancer. They could work on it, but it has spread. She died a few days after the surgery. But what hurts me the most, and I remember that was a turning point in my life, was that when I saw the receipts of the entire treatment.
Or you email them at product@stevensakintayo.com. All right, sir. So, yes. Sorry for all the questions. Hope it's not stressful.
I'm enjoying them. I mean, I'm meeting you for the first time, and I really enjoyed this interview. It's a fun interview. You are very controversial, and people like you, oftentimes, if you judge someone like you from afar, right? So you just have, and I think it's one of the things life has taught me. I don't judge people from afar. I try to build relationship and get to know them. After I build relationship with you, I now have a bad experience. At least now I'm speaking from experience. And I think all of us must learn that. Let's be open people. Let's be open to people who don't, who have different opinion from ours.
Yeah.
All of the people who voted for Tinubu are my friends. And what I've done is to keep good relationship with them and let them know they have the right to support the person they want. And I'm not going to change our friendship because they are not supporting who I want. Because ultimately, after the election, we still all need to be friends. Politicians will come and go, but family is family. So it's nice being here, and I'm having a great time.
All right, sir. Thank you. So for those that need a mentorship in business, what opportunities can you provide? Because